Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Panthers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 38. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. To give to Taylor here. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. Taylor's got the first down and more. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This from 54 yards away. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Right here, right here. Keep those sticks moving. Check yellow. Slip.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. Oh, look at that. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. 7 yards to pick up there. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Now they can't bring him down. And the Colts are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 5. On the give, this is Hubbard. And he's got some space here. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, 79 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Tua. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 164 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hubbard. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. Fighting his way through contact. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Tua. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 39, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there just before halftime.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Chuba Hubbard as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is up to 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Boy, 196 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, Hubbard. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go play fake. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
43!
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Well, this is something we have seen before. Those super long-distance field goal attempts, you worry about trajectory of the ball because they've got to kick it so far they don't necessarily pop it up in the air real fast. And then you got to worry about your offensive line trying to get those hands down and out of the air so they do have an attempt to block it.
Yeah, and tough to tell, but you just know from this distance over 60 yards, it's going at a low angle.
It has to start off just so it has the distance to get there. But the harder job, I think, is for the guys trying to protect because ordinarily you just protect and don't worry about it. But here you know it's going to be a lower trajectory kick. How do you get those hands out of those lanes and get them down?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run once more with Taylor. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
First and 10, Taylor now. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the 17,
Tua
steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, it's Tua.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see it all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
Oh, nice move. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Man, 206 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Right back to Hubbard.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, Mahomes. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. And we're back now in Charlotte. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Check 15. 43.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Tua going to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about play. Gets through, and now an opening. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 231 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now a run with Hubbard. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 22. And the Colts are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Tua now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such...
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oh, pardon me. That play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Play action, now it's Tua. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He sets to fire deep. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Tua to throw.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Tua.
Forced out to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Tua.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 17.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. they're going to be on the hunt.
So for Carolina,